Hey guys, welcome to the shop. It's Lou from LT's Custom Woodworks. Today is another day, another dollar. Today I'm going to build a cabinet. A friend of mine we had redid his kitchen and he had some leftover panels. And he asked me if I can build him a small cabinet that's going to fit inside a cubby hole. And that's where he's going to put all his cookbooks in that. So I got 5 panels here, and these are the IKEA cupboard panels. And the size that I'm making for depth is 14 3/4, height is 17 inches, and length is 24 inches, so 2 feet long. I'm gonna see that size might adjust a little bit. I want to see what the back panel is going to be. These are just pre-finished panels that I'm just going to screw together. You're not going to see any of the screws because it's fitting inside a cubby hole, so it's clean cut and dry. So I'm going to open this up and take a look and see what we have here. And we're going to start off with the first panel and see what I can. And these are an off-white panel that we have here. These are them, and these are 1/2 inch thick, I believe. Let's take a look here. They're 1/2 inch thick. So, this is the one panel. Now, for lengthwise, it's 2 feet. And we definitely have to cut this down. So for height is 17 inches. Here we got 15 and 3/8, 15 and a half. So that's fine. This is going to be the height of the cabinet. I'll throw a top, I'll throw a bottom, and then the sides that we will cut down. So we're going to leave this at that, and I am going to cut the width. So we got 24 for length. These are 1/2 inch, so I'm going to cut this at 23 inches. And by the time I add my side and my other side, that will make it 24 inches. So we're going to start off with cutting this at 23. And then we're going to open up another one here. And I will chuck these in the recycling bin later. Okay, so we're going to cut 3 panels at 23 inches long. This is going to be the back panel, top and bottom panels. Now that these are cut, I am going to cut the 2 sides. Now this is going to be the back panel. This will sit on top. That will sit on the bottom, and then we just need our side panels. Now, this back panel, I can either screw on top the panel into this, or I can drive some pocket hole screws underneath this as well. There's so many different ways to attach this, or I can use dominoes or biscuits. I'm not sure which way I'm going to take yet. I'm going to cut all my pieces and then I'll decide on the attachment of it. It has to be 14 3/4 deep, I believe, so I will have to cut these down. This is 15 1/2. If I can find my... Yeah, so it's got to be 14 3/4 deep. So back panel is good to go. What I do need to do is cut the top and bottom panel to the depth I need. So I will cut that now. So now we're going to cut these side panels at 17 inches in height. So I'm going to set this at 17 inches. And that is going to be the 2 side panels. Just going to double check here and we are good. Okay, so what I've decided to do is we have the back panel here. We got the bottom panel, the top panel. I'm going to screw the top panel on the top here and the bottom on the bottom because you're not going to see any of that. For the sides, I'm going to screw the top on each side, but on this bottom I'm going to use dominoes just in case when you're walking past on that one area you might be able to see this bottom, a bit of the panel on the bottom, you might see that bottom. So I'm just going to take a precaution and I'm just going to domino that in. I can screw the top, just domino a little bit on the bottom on each side and we should be on the safe side. So I'm going to start off by drilling a pilot hole on all these and driving some screws in place. So if we're going to do the bottom panel first, I'm going to drive these two in. Again, that is just temporary. We'll drive a couple screws in. You don't want to over tighten it. This is MDF, so it's not the strongest. I'm gonna back this one out. And let's try this one. What I can do too, matter of fact I will do it, is I am going to just put a couple of pins in to hold it in place. You're not going to see it because it's being hidden, so I'll drive a couple of pins in just to hold it in place while I drive my holes and screw it. One there. And one there. And we're good. Now I'm going to drive these ones in. I'll have to flip it around and catch the other side. It's easier. And with MDF, it is nice to use a hand screwdriver to drive your screws in. A drill would, you can easily strip it. So I try not to. There are times where I kind of do and catch myself doing it kind of thing. So I will drive this other screw in place. Again, you're not going to see these. It is going in a cubby hole, so we are good. I am going to cut the other side. Now these definitely have to be cut. So, and they got to be cut both ways actually to get that 14 3/4. So I cut it too big on both ways. So we're going to rip these down to 14 3/4. Now that I have these panels cut to the size I need, this is the side panel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it down flat with this one, and I'm going to mark for my domino. I'm going to put one, and I'll put 3 just for the sheer fact of it. More is not going to hurt. And then I will screw the top because you're not going to see it, and I will screw down the side because you're not going to see that as well, and I'll do the same thing to that side with that panel. there's those three. And I am going to catch these three on the side. I'm going to get this out of the way for now. And I'll just run that in with the biscuits there. And this is ready to be installed. This is complete. Just got to give it a wipe down, clean it up, and it's ready to be installed. It was quick, fast. Again, you're not going to see any of these screws, any of these cuts, because it's sitting inside a cubby hole. So this is all being surrounded. You're only going to see the inside. So this is one project done. If you're new to the channel, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and also hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.